Christian E. Reyes, and I'm here to answer those questions needed in the reflection of the movie entitled The Flood. The movie Flood released in 2007 and directed by Tony Mitchell. It is a British disaster film and is mainly set in London, England. It is based on the novel of the same name by Richard Doyle. First question, identifying the crisis stages. There's have four crisis stages mentioned in the movie. The first is mitigation, next is preparedness, third is response, and fourth is recovery. Question number 2. Describe each crisis stages by answering the what, who, where, why, and how of each stage. First stage, mitigation, happened when Marine Probe created the barrier, and the name of the barrier is Thames Barrier, to avoid huge flood, to save lot of people from sweeping by the flood. Next is preparedness. When Deputy Prime Minister Campbell, in charge while the Prime Minister is away, declares a state of emergency. It begins to evacuate over 1 million people from central London before the water surge hit, and to avoid and secure the people from their safety. Response happened when announced in the TV broadcast that the flood slightly reaches the high ground and ran to the high ground before it occurred. The flood and people respond and run as much as they can wherever possible. And some saw the monitor huge waves is coming to the Thames Barrier, and some said to the guy that initiate close the gate, and the guy was responded. Recovery happened when the gate's barrier was successful opening and the mission was averted. The people start to find their relatives and start hoping that their loved ones will survive. What is the worst thing happened and how it was addressed or solved? Responded. The worst thing happened when London is not already prepared to the huge wave and flood, and that the reason why lot of people died by sweeping of the flood. Their only hope is to survive the Thames Barrier, and when it have malfunctioned, it was possible that the London is same like Atlantis, the city under the ocean. But when the barrier malfunction was solved and the huge flood was stopped, the people start hoping again to survive. What do you learn and realize from the movie and relate it to your as a future HM manager? As a future manager, I realized that the importance of preparedness during calamity or danger, that always have good plan to avoid hazard and critical problem that cause worst thing. I learned that good communication will help you to survive in case of emergency.